Previously in Phoenix Wright. I see. I've been abandoned then. Oh, why this sad music? What? Go away. Hello there and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I'm Laxkel and I'm already gonna continue this. It's probably a day's difference between the uploading for you guys, but I'm actually recording this after dinner. The same day I recorded the last episode. I am quite taken about what's going on right now. I really want to know. So that's why I'm already recording again. I'm excited to see what happens, if you can say that. So, without further ado, let's continue. So now it's the trial. Oh no. Oh. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Mia Fey. Oh. No, that's that Edgeworth guy. He looks like a smart, rich guy. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Mia Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the fact of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. You may call your first witness. Oh wait, was that it? Okay. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Oh. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. Body was found by this window here. And the cause of death was of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The object was the statue of the finger found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans and statue. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Mia Fey, who was found at the scene, yes? I mean, correct. Can you tell me why? I don't know about that words of giving Edgeworth. Oh well. Yes, sir. I had hard evidence you did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Mia Fey, and a lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Mia Fey. Why? We had a witness account of describing her. The witness saw Miss Mia Fey at the very moment of the murder. I have also changed his voice, haven't I? I'm trying to somewhat do it as I recall it, but it sounds wrong in my head. Oh well. The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Smack! What? Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradiction in a witness's testimony, she will bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gateway Hospital. Hospital? Well... hold on. Right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure I did much though. Right, please continue. Tony pressed. That's obvious. But that's true as well. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you said it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. She is pretty pink, I must admit that. Well, I guess she has pink, yeah. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess person can have its advantage. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Yes, Honor. Sir, there was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's the hard evidence. What? That last part was a bit of the testimony as well? Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Yeah, Anna? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. His voice is really different from when I did it last episode. God damn it, and it's not even that long ago. Try to be more careful. Well, defense may begin its cross-examination. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, let's see. Well, examine the scene of the crime. And did you find any evidence? No, don't jump to the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. I found memory written on paper, but true enough. On it word Maya was clearly in blood. Sure, the blood was the victim's. On which hand was the blood finger, Detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Nice try. Uh-oh, I guess it was too hard to see what I was getting at there. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in the books and the movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Whoa. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. Whoa, he slams with one hand. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order! Order! That didn't go so well. That's right. That's what he said. Oh no, killer's name. Yeah, must be a connection somewhere. Oh, I already did that, sorry. Yeah, let's just press everywhere, hope something comes. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh, then we're dead right at it, Mr. Smarty Pants. I did it! No. The killer. Anyone can see that. Oh? You're saying the killer wrote her own name, body, place. She was framed. You really like to object. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Most of our evidence should open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. You have proof it was Mia who wrote that. Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh, you sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. Let's just press everywhere, I mean. What kind of tests were these again? Huh? What kind? Well, right here they take the little bits of in the blood, the hemoglobin. I refuse to testify on this matter, sir. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, you're honest, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I think you can expect a pleasant bonus in your next paycheck. Oh. That was a mess. Right, where was I? That was the hand. Oh, the victim wrote the killer's name. That's... Sound assume. I don't think there's anything there. And that's this one. At the department store, see with flesh red and blood on the back. Well, that was clearly written. Oh yeah, I know. Because this one says death was instantaneous. Oh yes. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim Mia Fey wrote this note. Oh, my good paper, you're back. That she was accusing the defendant Mia Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course you wrote it. Oh, that's good. I'm speaking a little bit too fast, so I mumble. You have it backwards, detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting hit your way out of this one, detective. Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down. Why do you object so much? Mr. Ryan, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder? Yeah, the day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? It is? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to react to Wright Maya. Oh, I thank you. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. Damn you! I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth. The detective is a sham. I'm a sham. I guess this one. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? Huh? Oh, I thought. Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing in the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Also, record update. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Uh-huh. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Oh no. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Why did her boobs wiggle? Ooh. Oh my. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aww, yes, Your Honor. This isn't not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in the court. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5 when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fey & Co. law offices? That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court what you saw. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Well, Your Honor. I see. It's remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? No thanks. Of course, I am. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Well, well, you may begin your cross-examination. And the time is right. Dutch. She dodged? Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please continue your testimony. That wasn't what I was trying to fish for, but okay. She got up to it and she hit her. That's it. I'm gonna jump out. Don't think that's... well, might as well. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out of the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee... What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. It's that, you know... I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out on your window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you battering my witness. But battering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, the poor girl. Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out of the window. What did you see next? The woman with long hair. That was Mia Fey. Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing. Your thing? The person attacking her? What's that? How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I question it. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Mia Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. That's true. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Her clothes as well, that's true. You would definitely notice the clothes. And hair, I guess. Before anything else. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to... What are you trying to say, you mean, liar? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all of it. Trying little details when necessary. Okay, I think go off here a minute. Alright, now Skype showed a couple of other things. Forgot to go offline. Sorry. Miss May, the court would like you to remind would like to remind you, please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Anna. I'll be a good girl, I promise.
Your testimony again, if you would.
Damn, I almost had her. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, touched her first attack and ran after the bride. Then a girl in heavy clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, kind of statue, a clock finger, I think. Well, that's the accuracy of my recall not stall you.
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. How does she know it was a clock? Clock. Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. There is something there.
Objection!
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty, Mr. Lawyer.
You just said that this statue of the finger was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concepts. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Oh yes, cause this is really important. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue the question with the witness. Whew, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. Yeah.
Huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you did answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's because I heard it. Yes, I heard it say the time.
So you've been to the law offices of Fey & Co.
No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard from my hotel room.
The law offices of Fey & Co. where the murder took place are very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the plan. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... Couldn't have wrong. Yeah. Your Honor, members of the court. Your Honor, members of the court. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just have a look, as soon as you can. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense say. This clock is missing its clockwork. I'm happy I actually remember this from the earlier today. If I had waited several days before recording this, I would have forgotten that, for that's for sure. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is, as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have run. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar.
that?
Well, Miss May? Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you forgot one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when this clockwork was removed is... Wasn't that here? I think it's because it tells it's not working right now. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone.
Oh ho, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of the conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
I'm sorry, don't know if you could hear that, but anyway. Order. Whoa! The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. God-forsaken detective better remember his up for evaluation, son. My heart goes out to you, Edgeworth. Not. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the finger for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now.
Huh? It's not working. That's lame.
I had to take out the clockwork. Sorry. Your Honor, I think this recording makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone. And this was recorded in the morning before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot.
That's a lie, cause it isn't in any stores. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Are you daft? You also know it. Does the defense have any objections? Of course. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Oh, well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock. Made by Larry Butts. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only two existed in the world, and the one that isn't here is in the police custody.
Impossible. Everything is sold at stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, ho, ho. Bird. Man, she looks crazy, and she even has a twitter in her eyes. Oh, excuse is not on sale today. Oh, you're really mocking her now. Uh-oh, she's going up. What? Oh, shit! That's creepy. Oh, snap, she's mad.
What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Wow. So far, this game is saying, if you're guilty, you need to die. Okay. I know they have committed murders, but still. The punishment is apparently death. Wow! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did.
Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know that weapon was a clock? Oh, is she looking at me? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you know the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. I think. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard. That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the finger was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Have a look at this.
That?
I found this in Miss May's room. Isn't that illegal to take things? I know a policeman can do it if they have clearance to, but I don't think a lawyer can just go in and take stuff without anyone knowing it. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. The defense truly claimed that the witness was tapping her phone. Absolutely. Even if that's the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... Is it also there? Proof of the pictures. I guess it is. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim.
Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to me, for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue, the finger, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the finger was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer that question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May.
Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You liar! It's not fair. All of you gang up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it?
That did it. The court's seeing the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Well, she didn't do it. We saw the murder, so murderer. So, why did you tap a phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant?
God, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone.
I hardly call that irrelevant.
While this court does not condone the defense's tone of speech, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone?
I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You're probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first one who's thought that, and of course, I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Wait, I say, wait. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at the night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice smells and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So where does that leave us? It is my greatest pleasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Mia Fey, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious there, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think it's done quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Take off and hold that device thing had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she's innocent. I didn't even say she's a killer. I just asked about the bias evidence. Therefore, you must accept the verdict as guilty for Miss Mia Fey. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Mia would be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept? At least that gives you a chance. If I just give up, it would be the same if I don't find anything, so... Alright, I got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. But if you give up, you lose anyway, so that's the point. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. Oh, what was his voice again? I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That she said looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I think it was something like that. Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gaywater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call at after 8 in the evening from our guest Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at the precisely requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. I did that again. Cross-examination. Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder somehow, Maya will be finished. Sure thing happens. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard a voice, and then I saw them, and the point being, I remember her quite well, sir. Yes, what the? What was that about? 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9. Time of the murder. Precisely 9 then. Precisely, exactly, and most of it is 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that we brought them. Oh, well boy, I'd like coffee, iced coffee, exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? Something about the murder, I guess. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, the guests favored me with an embraces her. Embracer? Is that French for embrace? No, embrassal. I don't know. It's French for kiss, sir. Not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by the prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Finally understand. The spellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. No, if you haven't any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examining. I did it again. Why can't I say cross for some reason now? It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Wait, please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. The charade of justice has gone on long enough. No, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay, this is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Check in, Mr. Oh, this is a really serious. I think it's. Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in, Miss May. Oh, alright, very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. I see. Huh? Excuse me, why exactly was it disappointment? Well, I'm not without charm, sir, but even I have a little chance with a lavender. What did he just say? Oh, I think I picked the right one. But I also noticed there were 2 wine glasses in the room. What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Oh God, is it one of those? Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth. What? Oh, fuck you, Edgeworth! He asked me not to mention it if it wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oh! What an ass! You fool! Oh my! That was surprising. I've done it. I won. He's trying to be trigger, that little bastard. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been a murderer. In this new light, I hope that it's impossible to judge the defendant. You agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Who is this other person? Simple, it was. Why can't I choose her? The man would check in with Miss May. Your Honor, it has been previously revealed Miss April May was tapping the witness' phone. Victims. I don't know what I'm even saying anymore. It's too juicy right now. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboys don't know one else in the room at the time of the murder. Nile. What a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late. I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Upstart, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledged the defense argument. I expect the prosecution and defense may to look fully into the matter. I just swapped a bit around there, sorry. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Mia Fey. Court is adjourned. Oh yeah. So I guess there's another investigation and a trial before this case is solved.
Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there.
Really?
Uh-huh. I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know?
Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too.
Huh?
That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well, no. I don't think so, not yet.
Oh, I see.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
That man with Miss May, he's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway?
Oh, she's puffing her cheeks out. I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Oh, that's not gonna end up well. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man.
Do you think he was the one who
Maybe so.
Sis,
Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise.
I'm counting on you.
I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in hand during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that got left on the record. I don't know how much good this would do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigation. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to get her free. Man, this is getting juicy. Wow. So, that was the trial of April May. That was certainly interesting. And man, that Mr. Edgeworth there, he was really objectioning at least. Whatever. He was actually rather annoying that he objected that much. I hope that's not what he does every time if he ends up being the prosecutor all the time. Well, he's a real bastard to hide some important evidence, that's for sure. And at any rate, we completed the next trial and we are back to investigating. To hopefully find that real murder we saw a glimpse of. So yeah. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye!